to this one SEO tip you don't know, local SEO edition. Let's head on to Google Trends and go to the Explore section. So, you may want something very local. For me, I operate in many multilingual markets. Canada is one of them, and Quebec has its very own thing. So let me add a search term because, the big thing lately is Tim Hortons. Well, no, actually, it's no longer a big thing. So is Tim Hortons doing better or worse than other coffee brands? Let's figure it out. First things first, you see this? Maybe you want the search term, but the search term is very specific. It's Tim Horton, not Hortons. That's wrong. The second thing is you can have a topic or an entity. So the topic means all spellings of Tim Hortons in various languages, it covers it all. The search term is very specific. Okay, let's go for the restaurant chain because that's what they are qualified as. So let's do Starbucks now. Once again, we're going to go for the coffee house company. Fantastic. And we're going to go for an upcoming, Columbus Cafe. Okay. And it is a chain. So it's Cafe and Co, the official one, but let's go. So you see that this is slowly taking off in Quebec. It's not very big. We see that Tim Hortons still dominates. So, okay, but ooh, there's like a mirroring of these things and these spikes, except for Starbucks. So let's go a bit deeper. What's going on? Is Tim Hortons a stronghold in specific cities? Yes, we can tell. So this is very, very interesting because you get to know a lot more about how things are going on. Okay, great. But I know you've heard about this. I just took the opportunity to show you, all of the options that are tied to specific companies, not keywords. So you're looking for the entity. And as you can see, Columbus Cafe and Co. is actually exploding. So you may think it's not much worth looking at, but hmm, Starbucks is going cashless, fall menu from 2024, okay? Open door policy. Here, we're looking at different things, okay? We see that things are happening. Um, Tim Hortons, hepatitis, the problem with the lids. Yes, there was a problem with the lids. Is it Canadian? Because, ooh, right now, that is important. So, great. We've now explained the difference between an entity and a keyword. So if I'm going by search term, the very specific search term, okay? Like just that. So Columbus Cafe. That specific search term. Ooh, it's very mirrored here, huh? So Tim Hortons maybe for that specific keyword? Hmm, not the same vibe. Now, let me take you a bit further. What if, what if I'm not in the coffee shop business, okay, and I'm not checking brands? What if I'm looking for a specific trend, okay, and I want to know how it's doing? So, for example, let's go with survey. Oh, okay. So maybe surveying, okay? Surveying is an occupation, okay, but it's also a search term. Let's go for the search term. And I want to know how surveying is doing. Maybe not in Quebec this time, but maybe up in New York. So it's a bit more local than you thought, huh? Okay, so this makes sense somewhat. Yes, I spelt it the same way. Interesting variations, but that's not what we care about. What we want to do is dun, 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 custom time range. So maybe you don't want a full year, okay? Maybe what you want is actually up. Let me go back, change filters, not 2025. I want a custom time range. Tell me how we were doing in 2024 with this. Okay, but what about checking, not for the past 12 months once again. Custom time range. Tell me how we were doing compared to 2023 for the same exact topic. Okay, so now we're getting data that actually makes sense. Are we having a dip here where last year we didn't? Granted, it's Christmas time, those seasonal peaks and drops need to be contextualized, but you understand where I'm going with this. We can actually tell what's going on. So if you don't have enough data on everything, don't be surprised. But okay, drone surveying company. Okay, so this I'm fascinated by. Let me go again. Oh, interest over time. Maybe we're going to get out of New York if you don't mind. We're going to do US. Okay. Okie dokie. So, past 12 months, once again, drone surveying. Can you tell that this is one of these demos where nothing is perfect because this was not planned ahead, folks? I genuinely want to show you what it's like to use this tool in real world conditions. So, once again, I make the same mistake. Going back here, change the filter. I want custom. I want a full year, 2024, compared to change this filter, custom time range, full year, 2023. Hmm. Yeah, how can I politely explain this? I would not be surprised if local SEO was going better for drone surveying in 2024. I'm sure your team has done great efforts if you are the one reporting on this. But the reality is, you need to check if it's a local service's time to shine or if some specific trends are just simply going out of fashion. Okay? So, Google Trends is an amazing resource for this. Thank you very much and see you soon for the next tip. My name is Myriam Jessier and you can find me on LinkedIn.